and how I want it. Leave you with the one, yeah, that's how I roll. I got changes, so I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show, so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. When I hear him come like my fuse and then ba-bum. Later, see you later, I'm about to blow this up. You can sing my song if you want, I know you want it. It's always kinda funny, yeah, cause you know I'm a superstar on the stage.
Alright. What's happening, everybody? Once again, it's 6 p.m. Sunday. That's what I do. I rock out like this all the time. But let's turn the music down and get to today's show. Let's get this rocking. I'm just trying it a little different, because just like it starts off with this new music, I'm on top of the world. Yes, on top of the world. What's happening? It's your boy Onyx. Once again, going full nerd. It's time for the podcast recording. Hey, Happy New Year, everyone. This is the first broadcast of 2020. Yes, 2020. You can see it right above my head. 2020. That's right. First broadcast of 2020. Happy birthday, Max. Glad to see you could come in. Let's keep everything cool. Also, birthday shout out for my boy Ernest. He wrote, today's his birthday also. He probably may or may not roll into the live chat stream, which is cool. Thank you for popping out, everybody coming out. Thomas, Omar, everybody else. Remember, please, first thing that you always should do when you're joining in on the live stream, other than saying what's up to everybody, is hit that like button. Yes, please hit the like button. That way I know you're here. I can see that quicker than I can see the comments in the chat. So just hit that like button, that click. But anyway, as always, we're going to go start off with the administrative stuff that we do every year, every episode. Why should it change for Going Full Nerd 2020? Let me say it again. We calling it this year Going Full Nerd 2020. Make YouTube great again. All right, I'm gonna stop. But anyway, as you can see, we got newness for 2020. As you can see, we got the subject of today's show. We got my title and where you can follow me at Twitter. We got basically, let me get it right. We got the stuff right here, and you know what that is. That's the wham kapow pow that we're gonna drop up off on you. And we also got the reminder to let you know it's a live stream every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. That's right. And you can put your 2 cents in there. So also, you can also check it out in this corner. Make sure you go ahead and check out the YouTube channel, because if you're watching this live podcast recording, you're on YouTube anyway. So make sure you tell your friends to like, share, and subscribe to Going Full Nerd on YouTube. That's youtube.com/goingfullnerd. If you want to kind of hear me out of control, make sure you go ahead and hit Twitter. Twitter handle is right down here at Onyx1969. Be careful, folks. It's a little bit adult. I may say or do a couple of things on Twitter that, may not be family or Disney friendly or whatever you want to call it, but that's okay. And make sure you check out the podcast itself on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd or Apple Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and Spotify, whichever you choose. I think I got the administrative stuff out. Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay, so peep this out. As always, we start off with the top 5 domestic box office. Yo, it's kind of slim picking for movies, man. It's slim pickings. But this week's top domestic box office is, they still there, Star Wars Episode 9, Rise of Skywalker. You've been here. If you was here in 2019, you caught the review. You caught the review of what I feel about Star Wars stuff. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. We make it do what it do. Star Wars is doing this thing. They pulled in $33.7 million as they try to approach $1 billion worldwide. Let me say it again: $1 billion worldwide. Mm. All right, let's continue on with this. Coming in at number two, The Rock and Kevin Hart, Jumanji, The Next Level. Okay, all right, is what it is. Catch the review on the podcast on YouTube. They pulled in 26.5 mil. Coming in at number three is last week's number four, Little Women. I mean, how many times you can remake and do Little Women? I don't know. It is what it is. Read a book. But anyway, that pulled in $13.5 million. Coming in at number four, brand new this week, horror movie. Y'all remember with the hand coming through the hair, The Grudge? Y'all remember that? Yeah, The Grudge is back. It's got a new movie. Who knew? $11.3 million. Sony doing their thing with that. Okay. Whatever tickles your pickle. And then last but not least, coming in at number five, last week's number three, they refused to let it go. Refused to let it go. Frozen 2, pulling in 11.2 million. I mean, when you got the top five, Sony's doing their thing because they got three out of the top five this week. But the money rolling in for Disney. They just own your childhood, man. They not, you know, I don't know what to tell you, but it is what it is. All right, now let me take a sip. And before we get to the review of the movie, we're going to talk a little bit of entertainment news. Give me a sec. All right, folks, y'all ready for this? In superhero comic book news, rumor has it, let me throw this out here. Rumor has it that the rights for the Incredible Hulk and Namor the Submariner have been acquired by Disney from Universal Studios. That's kind of why I wore this shirt. It's a Universal Studios shirt thing, one. You know, but anyway, hey, boom. That's a game changer right there. Now, if this is true, people will anticipate, oh, we want to see Namor going up against Black Panther because if you read comic books, Black Panther and Namor, they do not get along. Wakanda and Atlantis are always at war, blah 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 blah. But here's the thing, it could also mean Fantastic Four showing up a lot quicker. Maybe. But old school comic guy like myself, all I want is a classic Defenders. Not this stuff they put on Netflix. I'm talking a classic Defenders. With Doctor Strange, Namor, Silver Surfer, since you got the Fantastic Four rights back, and Valkyrie introduced in Thor. Boom. That would be like hot fire. Old school, powerful Defenders. I mean, it's not like they do anything with the Avengers, with all the thing. That could be the next thing. And they talking about going a horror, strange thing aspect for the next phase of Marvel stuff. Like the other rumors, Moon Knight is going to introduce Dracula and things like that. Think that could be kind of hot. Now, wouldn't it? I don't know. So we don't know. It's unconfirmed. That's just the stuff that I've been picking up from bits and pieces from different websites, different Twitter feeds, is that Disney has got the sole rights from Universal for Namor and the Hulk. Could that mean another Hulk standalone movie? Maybe. Without the Universal distribution? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can watch the internet and see if Mark Ruffalo, he'll tell it because he can't hold water. Him and Tom Holland can't hold water. But then let's take another look at another superhero film coming up. You ready for this one? Okay. It looks like Disney is going to actually release the Fox X-Men movie. Whoa. Okay. Now, if they release this, after all, it would be a surprise to me. Okay, there's still time for them to say, you know what, nah, we ain't, we just messing with y'all. We ain't gonna do it. But check this out. I've said multiple times in the past, this movie looks like it's going to be dead on arrival, especially after what happened with Dark Phoenix. All right, we can all agree on that. We can all sit back and say, you know what? Yeah, Fox, they screwed the pooch with that one. They messed that one up. But and then the horror movie vibe, the New Mutants, not really a. It's a horror movie, not an X-Men movie. It's crazy. Okay, it's crazy. But here goes the thing. The rating for this is PG-13. So it's a PG-13 horror movie, okay? But it looks like it's still full steam ahead for the April 3rd release, okay? At least that's what I looked up. I think it's still April 3rd. It's either April 3rd or April 13th. Have to look at a calendar. I ain't looking at one now, so it is what it is, okay? Now, here's the thing. A new trailer for the New Mutants, okay, is going to drop tomorrow, 6 a.m. Okay? Tomorrow, January 6th, 2020, at 6 a.m., they're going to drop a brand new re edited trailer for the New Mutants film. All right? I hope and pray that they can add like an after credit scene in this movie or something that will connect it to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, the second Doctor Strange movie that's going to come out, or the Disney Plus series WandaVision, and establish some sort of connection to the MCU. Maybe I haven't heard any word about reshoots. Haven't heard anything about that. Haven't seen anything about that. So we could figure it out. Maybe they can establish this. But I refuse to hold my breath. There's no way your boy is going to hold his breath waiting on that. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100%, 100, 100. All right, it is what it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've been waiting for this. Take another sip of my trusty beverage. Mm. And if you want to know what's in the cup this week, I call it. This is my Spider-Man special. And some people will say, "Wait a minute, why are you calling that a Spider-Man special?" This is J. Jonah Jameson. Oh, and we'll leave it at that for those old enough to imbue mm, themselves with some alcohol. You know what this is. All right. But anyway, welcome. Welcome. Now we're here to the main meat of this, the review. The review. Okay, let's keep it. Let's figure this out. All right, all right, and then we'll talk. We'll talk a little bit more about this superhero news I dropped in the beginning. So check this out. Netflix. All right, Netflix is doubling down on original content. And we could dig that. And when you pay big money, big cash, they pulled. Hold on. They pulled out the fat wallet. All right, they pulled out the fat wallet. All right, and they gave money to Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, the guy in this right here, not the good looking one in the lower corner, but Ryan Reynolds. Okay, and Michael, I'm gonna blow shit up Bay. Okay, that's a combination right there. Ryan Reynolds and Michael Bay. Tell me, tell me, you're gonna be guaranteed a few things. And it's not necessarily a great Oscar worthy story. I'm just putting it out there. Okay, it's Ryan Reynolds and Michael, like Bay. Okay, so check this out. All right, when I saw this, I said, well, it's Ryan Reynolds. I dig Ryan Reynolds. I'm gonna peep Ryan Reynolds up. Okay, all right. So here goes the thing. It's not about how many things were wrong about this movie. It's not about how wrong it was. It's not. It's about managing expectations. Let me say it again. I'm not sure who greenlit this endeavor, but I will have to say they wanted all of the action and none of the emotional connection to nan one of the characters. All right, all right. I'm just saying, plot building, no. Character development, to hell with you. Okay, we want Michael Bay to blow shit up, and we want Ryan Reynolds to talk smack. That's a winning combination. We're gonna spend, and they spent some money because the budget on this had to be banging. Okay, I'm gonna just throw that out there. Okay, now think about it. Ryan Reynolds, and I'm gonna agree with you on this one, Demond. I'm gonna agree with you. Okay, I watched the whole thing though. I watched the whole thing. It was more comedic to me. I mean, it is billed as a comedy drama, but let's go here. Let me do this. Ryan Reynolds, the way he was in here, he pretty much plays the same character in many of his movies, okay? Which is pretty much him, he's playing himself, okay? Yes, it was Deadpool without the suit. He was playing himself, all right? The quips, the jokes, that's 100% Ryan Reynolds, okay? The smart comments, 100%. I mean, the delivery of all of his lines were in his super smart ass tone. Whether you love it or hate it, that's how we gave it to you. That's why Green Lantern failed as a movie. Hal Jordan wasn't a smart ass, okay? Hal Jordan was slightly serious. Hal Jordan's cocky, but Hal Jordan wasn't a smart ass. That's why Wolverine Origins failed. It started off the Deadpool character in there banging, but when they sewed his mouth shut, they blew it. Picked the right guy, redid it. It was awesome. All right. So we'll let that go. All right. We'll let that go. Then we take smart ass Ryan Reynolds and we're going to add Michael Bay. Michael Bay has been blowing shit up since the 90s. Tell me I ain't lying. Tell me I'm not lying. If you could tell me I'm lying, Michael Bay. I mean, the cinematography, the helicopters flying in, the sunset, people walking away from explosions. I wish I had the special effects going. I'd be like, and I'd be walking away like this, slow motion. That's Michael Bay. All right. It was all over the top action. Now, if you just didn't want to watch something with a story and you just wanted constant fights, constant car chases, constant shootouts, a lot of gory bullets going through here, knives going over here, this is your movie. This is something you need to watch. All right. The premise of it could have been great. Okay. Wealthy billionaire, frustrated with the world's affairs, takes matter into his own hands, goes off the grid, brings in 5 other specialists that share his worldview. Boom. That's kind of hot. That's kind of hot. I'm like, okay, I could do this. Then, first 30 minutes of the film, they on a mission. Mission goes south. Okay, boom. Kill somebody. No biggie. One of the team members die. Good. Spoiler alert. It's no biggie. But then he gets a new team member who teaches him the value of never leaving a man behind. Wow. Yes. Stephanie, yes, you just said it. They took every action movie cliche, threw in Ryan Reynolds, let Michael Bay blow up buildings, cars, all sorts of stuff, okay? And did it kill nuns in Italy. Yes, yes. And it is marked as a comedy drama. So this is not an action film per se by their own definition. It's a comedy. A comedy drama. Crazy. Just off the chain. But anyway, so this is the thing. If you like snarky jokes, tons of explosions, this is your movie. Okay? If you're looking for something to get emotionally attached to, forget about it. If you're looking for something that's going to get a sequel, if they get a sequel to this, somebody at Netflix needs to be slapped. Somebody needs to just be walked up to, cupped hand. Notice the angle on the cup and smacked across the head repeatedly. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Now, here goes the thing. Ultra long promo for Alfa Romeros. I mean, who does a car chase with a lime green Alfa Romero if you're not trying to sell it? I've seen Alfa Romero commercials with that lime green thing in it. So you know they pay big money to be in it just so they can have the advertising. Not like I'm running out buying an Alfa Romero. Heck, I can only get a couple of y'all to watch the YouTube channel. I could barely pay for the Ford I drive. But anyway, let me tell you, then you get Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, he put his own thing in it because what are they doing? They drinking his gin, aviation gin. They got the bottle with the labels all out, talking about, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then, the big aviation gin bottle sitting right there. I'm like, really? Really? Can you be blunt? Can you be real blunt? Yeah, exactly. So, check this out. What does your boy, going full nerd, Onyx, YouTube's most ignored, what do I give Six Underground? Okay, no, well, it should be buried. It should be underground. This movie should be buried and go. Overall, Six Underground gets a 2 out of 5 on the going full nerd scale, and the only reason is because sometimes you just got to crack open a bottle, throw in a couple of ice cubes, take a sip, and watch some mindless action. There's nothing on there that will make me watch this again. I will tell you that for a fact. Matter of fact, it's not even close to being a Kingsman ripoff like what you guys are saying. All right? 2.5. You're generous. I ain't even give it the half. Okay? It's not even a Mission Impossible ripoff. I'm going to tell you what it's a ripoff of. It was basically, hey, I want to do a Deadpool-esque movie without having to put on the prosthetic or the red suit. That's what it is. It was, I want to be John Wick without the John Wick. I want to be Batman without the supervillains. That's what this movie was. This movie was, I want to be Bad Boys for Life before Bad Boys for Life comes out. That's how that is. That's what this is. All right. You know, lime green car, inconspicuous like a fart in church. Yeah, but true. It's about whatever pays the bills. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm still looking for sponsors. I don't think sponsors want to be in on this. Okay, I'll throw it out there. So I'm making my own thing. Hey, this episode was brought to you by Jameson Irish Whiskey. But hey, I got jokes. I got jokes. No, this was not a paid promo by any type of company. I got to say that because when I put the video up on YouTube, they ask you, is this a paid promotion? No, nobody paying me to do this and act a fool. I do this of my own accord. But anyway, oh my gosh. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the chat, see if I missed anything. Hey, yeah, the soundtrack of Six Underground was not bad. It was not bad. Yes, Michael Transformer Bay. Like I say, Michael Bay, it is what it is. That's his style. It's his style. Just like Zack Snyder's style is dark and brooding. It is what it is. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do when it comes to these movies. Now, movies I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to a lot of good stuff. You figure Bad Boys for Life getting ready to come out. I can't wait to see what Chunky Mike Lowry look like. Martin Lawrence look like, trying to do some action movie stuff. I can't wait to see that. Okay, I can't wait for Black Widow. I can't wait for Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be a good ass movie. I can't wait for Wonder Woman 84. That's gonna be a great movie. We got some good stuff getting ready to hit. I'm just putting it out there. You know what? They're new, but they're not super new headphones. But it's all good, But there's no need to go back and finish that movie. You are absolutely right. Hey, I'm going to get back to watching some, NFL football. If you notice this year, what I haven't done is made picks throughout the playoffs. I'm going to save my picks for just one video, and that's once the Super Bowl is decided, we're going to pick on who's going to win. And I might tie a contest to that. So tell your friends there might be a Super Bowl contest on Going Full Nerd. You might get some. I'm just saying. You know. Now, Six Underground, I'm going to be honest with you. I have to drink a whole lot of these to watch Six Underground again. Now, if you guys got something that should be watched or could be watched, or you're just curious about, you don't want to waste your eyeballs, let me know what it is. Because I will go on, put it on, and peep it out. I mean, I'm just saying. Mm. Yeah, NFL football, you know, hey, I feel for some of these teams. I feel for the Saints. Better luck next year. Feel for the Patriots. Not. Yo, so it is what it is, man. I feel more for the Bills. That's my man, Buffalo Bills. But anyway, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. But anyway, thanks everybody for joining in. I appreciate you. If you haven't already done so, please hit the thumbs up, hit the like. Let me know you hit the screen because I can see it real easy when you hit the like button. I don't get that delay that I do with the chat. But I also like to say, hey, remember, we're going to end this off, hit the music, and get on with the rest of our day. Please, if you got any ideas, send me the ideas via direct message or tag me inside of a tweet on Twitter, or just leave a comment on the video on something that you want to see or something that you want to talk about. I will definitely bring that. Now, here you go. Okay, let's go ahead. The coffee reviews. But you know what? This is the thing. I'm going to tell you. I think I'm going to bring back coffee time. I think I am going to bring back coffee time. And coffee time is going to be a little bit different. You know, when I was running coffee time in the mornings, I'll be honest with you, and that got a lot of people following my YouTube channel, and that got a lot of people joining in on my YouTube channel. I didn't have a job. So I was getting up looking for a job drinking coffee. And I would share, frustration and things like that. So here goes the deal. I'm going to start talking about things outside of entertainment just for coffee time. And I'm going to create a playlist specifically Coffee Time 2020 just for you guys, where I talk about random stuff that goes in my mind. Like I used to talk about stuff like bullying. I used to talk, what's the difference between a fan and a fanatic? What ticks me off for the day? People doing stuff. And I think some people like that. And I'll go ahead and I'll drop that in there. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Lost in Space. I'm actually watching that. Just to let you know, I'm on the second episode. I'm going through that. I kind of stopped, hiccup, because I'll show you the shows I'm peeping out. I'm watching Lost in Space. I watched, pardon my language, folks, motherfuckers. And that's a Netflix animated feature for adults. Okay, I should drop a review on that. That'll be pre-recorded. Lost in Space, I don't know if I'll do that as a live stream or pre-recorded once I finish binge watching it. I gotta finish watching The Witcher. Things that I just kind of reaching and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna figure out what people want to see or hear about the most. I even got the stuff from the new comic book news like I talked about, and movie news like I talked about in the beginning of the episode. So we're going to figure it out. It's all good. But anyway, y'all, as my man Thomas says, let me hit that funky outro music and be out of here. And remember, if you can't say something nice to anybody, people, go ahead and send me a message on Twitter. I will say it for you. Okay? And hey, I may even start something like a mean tweets or crazy tweet section where I'm just reading off your comments. We may do that. Peace, y'all, and I'm out of here. Drop that music.
Number one desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air. That's how I roll. I got tons of soul.
I almost forgot. Remember, check out www.goingfullnerd.com. Specifically for the latest in comic book information. What's coming out? What's new? X-Men, Avengers, Marvel, DC, Warner Brothers, all the press releases. Peace, y'all, and I'm out of here.
Of the world. When I hear him come like my fuse and then ba-bum. Later, see you later, I'm about to blow this